Yo boys, what's going on, bruh? Today we have a little nice video for you guys. So this is episode 4, I believe. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep counting these episodes, bro, as we're making more. But today, bro, we're gonna be doing something very good for this world chat. We're actually gonna be building 2 farms in this episode. We're gonna be building a mob farm, which is gonna produce me a lot of bones, string, gunpowder for rockets, a lot of good stuff. And then we're also gonna be building a double mob farm, bro. Double mob farm, so we can get a double villager breeder. We're gonna be building a double villager breeder. That way we can get a lot of villagers, bro, because very soon I want to get maxed out netherite armor. And yeah, we're gonna need like the crazy enchantments. But yeah, we're gonna be building a double villager breeder and a mob farm this episode. I think I'm gonna start off with the mob farm. It is a pretty big mob farm, I'm not gonna lie, but it's very easy to build. The materials are pretty simple, straightforward. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into chat. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Make sure you guys hit that sub button, hit the like button. You guys know the deal. Follow the socials, links up below in the description, bro. We're gonna go ahead and get the materials, bro, for the mob farm. I'll do the mob farm first, probably, and then we'll build the villager breeder right after. We're gonna do a double villager breeder though, so it's gonna be 2 villager breeders. I've already built this villager breeder before, and it's actually it's honestly a very nice villager breeder. I've never built the mob farm, bro. I've never built a mob farm, so I'm nervous, but I did test out this mob farm in a creative world, and it gives about 7,000 drops an hour, which is pretty good, bro. But yeah, let's get straight into it, bro, and let's go ahead and get the materials for the mob farm first. Alright, guys. First thing we're going to need, man, is a lot of slabs. We're going to go with deep slate brick slabs. We literally need like 40 stacks. We filled up a whole shulker box, and then we're also going to need a little extra more. That's the first material that we need. We're also going to need some white stained glass. We're also going to need some deep slate bricks. I'm also going to need a couple water buckets. We're going to make an unlimited water source, but I think 5 should be enough water buckets. We actually need a lot of water in this farm. We also need some hoppers. Alright, chat, we need some freaking stone. We're gonna get a little bit right here. We need like a stack, bro. I need to make 26 repeaters. And I think to make repeaters, you just need I'm pretty sure it's just stone and redstone torches, if I'm not mistaken. Just quickly grab up some stone right here real quick. Alright, chat, so we need 26 repeaters, so I'm pretty sure I just make some redstone like that. It's enough for 10. I just need to make more torches, bro. Get some wood, actually. That's 26, right? Yeah, alright. Gonna need the repeaters as well. Just like that. Alright, so we're also gonna need some soul campfires. Just like that. By the way, this farm is an AFK farm. It's not like a farm where I have to be hitting the creepers with a sword. So yeah. The soul campfire will be the thing that kills the mobs and all that. I'm also gonna need some chests for storage. I'm also going to need some observers. Alright, chat, we're also going to need some dispensers. We're also going to need some redstone dust. We're also going to need a lever. We're also going to need 1 comparator. Alright, chat, I completely forgot, bro. We actually need to put I believe we have to put a water bucket in like each dispenser, each dispenser that we have in the farm. And there's going to be like a total of 10 dispensers, so that means we need 10 buckets, 1 for each dispenser. Pretty much water will be dispensed onto the platforms, and then the platforms where the mobs spawn, the water will move the mobs. You guys will see once the farm's done, bro. But it's a good farm, bro. It produces about, like I said, 7K an hour. I tested it. I already tested this farm out in a creative world. I tested it for like 10 minutes, bro, and it honestly gave me a bunch of shit. It gives a lot of string too and all that, so that's gonna be good because we can trade string and stuff for emeralds, early emerald trades, which is gonna be nice. That's the other reason why we're building this villager breeder as well, bro. But yeah, I believe I have all the materials, bro. I just got all the extra water buckets we needed. We have all the materials, chat, for the build right here, as you guys can see. I'm gonna do a little time lapse for you guys, and we're gonna build this fucking farm, bro. I'm probably gonna do like an AFK test as well after we build it. We'll probably do like a 10-minute AFK test. But yeah, we are ready to build this farm, bro. I'm gonna do time lapse for y'all boys. But yeah, let's get it. Let's go. Come on. Alright, chat, we are officially done with the farm, bro. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like, chat. It's already spawning. Oh my, yo, look at all the mobs that are already spawning, bro. Alright, so we're gonna turn on this farm, bro. There is an AFK thing up at the top of this farm, bro. So pretty much to turn on this farm, bro, we flip this lever. And all these repeaters or whatever the fuck will start turning on. We'll start throwing water. And then all the mobs will stop falling, like you guys can see right here. Look at all the mobs that are falling down, chat. We're going to AFK this for about 10 minutes. Just to see what I get from this. There's actually an AFK session thing up here that I built. This little AFK platform. So I can AFK while... Watch. See if I can land right. There we go. So we're gonna sit up here, chat, for 10 minutes, bro, in AFK, and see how much items we actually get, bro. Alright, guys, it's been 10 minutes. We're about to see how much items we actually got from this. It's kind of cool how the redstone just like it turns off and on, bro. Like this part. Alright. I want to see how many. I want to see like all the mobs that are spawning, bro. Oh my days! Y'all see all the falling mobs, bro? All right, we're gonna turn off the farm, bro. Flick the lever and it turns off the farm. All the repeaters or whatever the fuck these are called start turning off as well. All right, let's see, chat. How many drops, bro? We did this for 10 minutes. Yo! Okay. Alright, give me a sec. Let me quickly, like... Not bad, chat. Alright, we got a lot of gunpowder. Just about 4 stacks, bro. 5 stacks. That's actually pretty good, bro. We got a lot of bone, string, chicken somehow. Got bone, string, arrows. The reason why I built this farm, bro, is because this farm gives us rotten flesh and string as well. We can trade rotten flesh and string for emeralds. That's the reason why I wanted to build an all mob farm. I'm definitely gonna be AFKing this now, chat, for like long periods of time, just to get like an insane amount of stuff so we can get emeralds and all that. But first farm, bro, is a success. No cap. We finally have. I'm not even gonna have to build a. Chat, I don't even have to build a creeper farm, bro. And there's still mobs spawning, bro. It's kind of nice. I forgot to break this stuff. Alright, chat, right now, bro. Now we're gonna get materials, bro. We're gonna build a double villager breeder. Honestly, bro, this double villager breeder is gonna be very easy to build. It's not a hard build. I'm gonna try to find like a decent area to build this villager breeder, just cause I'm probably gonna build like a city, like a villager city, next to the villager breeder. So I need to find like an area, that's pretty nice to put the villager breeder. But yeah, first, bro, we're gonna get the materials, man. Honestly, these villager breeders are super easy to make. We just have to get the materials, of course. But yeah, dude, you can see the mob farm. Look how sick the mob farm looks from here, bro. Holy shit. But yeah, chat. Now we're gonna get materials, bro, so we can make this villager breeders. So let's get it. Let's go. All right, guys. First thing we need, man, for this villager breeder is some beds. Need a total of 6 beds. We're also gonna need some trapdoors. We're also gonna need some torches. We're also gonna need some redstone torches. Also need some glass. I'm gonna go with white stained. Alright, guys, we're also gonna need some rails. We're also gonna need powered rails. Alright, guys, we're also gonna need some water buckets. Just like that. We're also gonna need some composters. We're also gonna need some minecarts. We're also gonna need some buttons. We're also gonna need some dispensers. Not least, chat, we're gonna need some building blocks. Just like that. Before we build this farm, bro, we need 4 villagers, which I do have them. There's 4 trapped in this village, actually, so we're good on that. But we do need like a crop so that the villagers can grow and plant. That way they can breed. I'm actually just gonna probably use this. I'm probably gonna use this right here and just. You guys know I just built a mob farm, so we get unlimited bone meal. And I think I'm just gonna probably plant like carrots here. I'm gonna bone meal for a bit. Bone meal all these carrots for a bit and get a bunch of like carrots, and then we can start building this farm, bro, because we do need some carrots so that the villagers can grow carrots. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get a bunch of carrots real quick. I think I have enough carrots, bro. I think I have enough carrots. I've got a couple right here. I'm gonna terraform this little area right here. I'm gonna build the 2 villager breeders probably like right here. I'm probably gonna build the farms first, the breeders first, and then I'll bring the villagers over. I actually think this might be enough space. Yeah, I think this is enough space to build the 2 villager breeders. Let me just fill this in there. Alright, yeah, chat, we're gonna build these villager breeders. I'm gonna do a little time lapse for you guys. I'm gonna do a little time lapse of me building these things. Honestly, these villager breeders aren't that hard to build, bro. They're pretty easy. I would actually recommend, if you guys like want to build a farm, build it, bro, because it's very easy, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little time lapse for you guys, and we're gonna quickly build these 2 villager breeders. Probably just gonna build them next to each other, honestly. Alright, chat, I'm done with the 2 villager breeders. This is what they look like, as you guys can see. You pretty much there's gonna be villagers in here that'll breed. Then the baby villager, once it's made, will fall in through this tunnel and it'll come out through here. I press this button, a minecart will push out the baby villager. It's a pretty easy, nice farm. Before we finish this farm, bro, we have to actually bring the villagers itself. So we're gonna get 4 villagers right now. We're gonna get 2 in this big pot over here, and then 2 in this one right here. And then I'm probably gonna put a roof over this village, bro, just so the villagers don't get like struck by lightning or some shit. But yeah, we're almost done with this farm, bro. We just need to quickly just bring the villagers so that they can breed. And then the farm should start working, chat. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll get back to you guys once we have the villagers in the villager breeder pods. Alright, chat, we got the first 2 villagers in the first pod. They're already making babies, which is nice. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're like trading carrots. There we go, chat. First baby. Oh my days. There it is. There it is. And I think the baby, out of nowhere, bro, it'll fall in to this little hole. Watch, chat. Watch. Give it a little second, bro. Over time, bro, the baby will fall in that hole, and then it'll get moved over here to the front, and then I'll push it out with a minecart. Pretty fun, bro. We need to fill this other pot over here with 2 villagers, and then it should be ready to go. But this one already spawned one, so that's kind of that means it's working, bro. It means it's working. Look. All right, yeah. Let's go ahead and pretty much quickly fill the other villager breeder with 2 villagers. Sorry guys, I had to show you guys, but look, the first villager already got pushed through. He's already right here. Right here, you usually just wait for them to grow, and then you push them out with the minecart by clicking this button. But yeah, let's quickly fill in this other villager breeder. Villager breeders are now complete. We have 2. These guys are already gonna breed as well, which is nice. I need to quickly cover the roofs though of these breeders. Something like that. Just so there's no fucking mobs like interfering. And then we'll cover this roof too. Alright, let me quickly cover the roofs up of the this breeder, man. These breeders. Chat, just like that, bro, we are done with the villager breeders. I'll probably end up making a house over there. A house build over this villager breeder at some point, so you don't see this ugly block thing. But we're done. Chat, I think I low-key said I was only gonna build the mob farm and the villager breeder, but I think I'm gonna build 1 more farm, chat. I don't really want this sugarcane laying around here, bro. So I'm gonna build 2 sugarcane modules. We're gonna build 2. We're gonna build a sugarcane farm. Pretty much a sugarcane farm, bro. You can build as many modules as you want. The more modules, the more sugarcane you get. Bro, I've only built this farm twice, and I've always built it with 1 module, and it gives me more than enough sugarcane. But we're gonna build 2 modules. That way I don't have this like dumb sugarcane thing right here going on. But we looking need to get some materials for this farm, bro. We already have a mob farm and the villager breeder just like that, bro. Next episode we might get some enchantment books. We'll see. But now we're gonna build a sugarcane farm, chat. Let's go get the materials for it. Alright, chat. First thing we're gonna need, man, for this sugarcane farm is some building blocks. I'm gonna go with deep slate bricks. I'm also gonna need some sugarcane. This is the sugarcane we're gonna plant temporarily in the farm. Alright guys, we're also gonna need some glass. I'm gonna go with white stained. Gonna need some redstone dust. Alright chat, we also need some hoppers. I'm not gonna lie, chat, we're running out of iron, bro. I just made 37 hoppers. Wasted like, I don't know how many stacks of iron, bro, so I might need to make an iron farm very soon. Not gonna lie. Alright guys, we do need some mud, bro. I haven't found a mangrove biome yet, but I think if I do this, yeah, that works. It turns we can just do this and we can get mud. We only need a little bit of mud blocks. We need like 30, but yeah, we just have to do this. Boom. If you guys didn't know that, new tip too, when you want to get mud, bro, and you don't have any, just place dirt and then place a glass bottle on the dirt. It'll turn it into mud. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a little bit of mud blocks. Alright guys, we can put the mud in. There we go. Alright guys, we also need some pistons. We're also going to need some deep slate brick stairs. Alright chat, we're also going to need some chests. Alright chat, we also need some water buckets. Alright chat, we also are going to need some observers. Last but not least, chat, we're going to need some redstone repeaters. Alright chat, we have all the materials, bro, needed for this farm. Chat, the reason why I'm building this farm, bro, is because this farm is automatic, bro. Like, I don't have to be waiting for the sugarcane to grow and then going over there and farming it. This farm is automatic. It's going to be a one module farm we're going to build, actually. This farm produces a lot of sugarcane, bro. Like, you don't even have to be, like, next to it. But yeah, we're going to quickly build this chat. 3 farms in one episode is not that bad, bro. Yeah, I'm going to do a little time lapse for you guys. We're going to quickly build this last farm. Little sugarcane farm, bro, for the episode. Feel what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm going to do a little time lapse. Alright, guys, we are officially done with the sugarcane farm, bro. This is what it looks like, chat. So pretty much as it grows up, this observer thing will detect that there's sugarcane and it'll activate. And the redstone that's in the back will make all these pistons open or shoot forward, and it'll break the sugarcane. Sugarcane will flow through the water and it'll come into the chest, bro. This farm is actually very efficient, bro. I built it a lot of times. But chat, we are done with this episode, bro. I think we did very nice, bro, today. Yo, Jaden with the likes. We were able... I know I don't have shaders on, chat. We don't have shaders on, but we managed to build a full mob farm that works very nice, bro. And then we also built, of course, we have the sugarcane farm now built. At some point, I'll probably build something over them just so there's not, like, boxes and stuff. Like, maybe, like, some houses over it. And we already have... We also built some villager breeders. This one actually already has some villagers, bro. Holy fuck, I didn't even see that. Oh my... Yo! There's actually a couple villagers already in these villager breeders. Okay, that's actually very nice, bro. But yeah, chat, it's going to wrap up the episode, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed, bro. W episode. I'm going to be back in the next one, bro. Make sure you guys hit that sub and hit the like button. But that is 3 farms in 1 episode complete. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next episode, bro. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.